Hello, folks, and I'm back after nearly 2 and 3/4 hours. So nearly 3 hours, yeah. I don't know why it took me so long. I just got. What's with the sound? Oh, um. What's the still lack of sound? You can hear me. Why can't I hear the game? And incidentally, why can't you hear the game either? Plug the headset for a moment. On. Now let me see. Yes! Good, that's fixed. Yeah, it took me a bit anyway to get back to this. Just got distracted with my phone, which is here and isn't blaring music. Yeah, all's good. Just lowered the volume to make sure it stayed good. And 30, 31, 32, 33. Yeah, all's good. Just wanted to make sure I'm still recording. So, let us see. What was I doing last?
I'll give you a good price if I've got left.
Hold on to that ring, just because I'm not sure on it. Alright, let us head to Devil's Crossing. You can't teleport to this rift gate from the same rift gate. I didn't mean Devil's Crossing, I meant Homestead.
I am told that Lysandra and a couple others have returned safely from captivity. All thanks to you. We thought they were as good as dead after they disappeared in the Blood Grove.
The cult must be stopped.
I could not agree more. We've been cut off from Fort Icon long enough.
I got 12,000 XP, 250 Homestead rep, and 250 Black Legion rep. What's our next step?
When the Legion was forced to abandon the capital, we made Fort Icon our new base of operations. It's an old fortress to the far north, once used to protect the trade routes leading through the Asterkarn Mountains. However, when we began marching south, we encountered immediate opposition from both the cult and the Ethereals. Many of our men were killed, pincered between two opposing armies, and we were forced to retreat towards Homestead. The Ethereals now control the area known as the Conflagration, but the cult of Cthon has taken residence within the Darkvale Gate, effectively cutting us off from our forces to the north. With the cult's front lines battered and their sacrifices freed, I believe it is now time to advance on their main position. Karaz, the Sigil of Cthon, the name has come up several times, including a recent bloody interrogation. We have no idea if he is the head of the entire cult, or if he is merely a pawn in someone else's game, but one thing is for certain. He is at the Darkvale Gate. I need you to infiltrate the fortress and take out their leader. Lay waste to the cult's followers. Let nothing stop you from reclaiming our bastion.
It will be done. Emperor Protect. Been reading actually a bit of stuff about, the different titans in 40k there. Battle cathedrals on legs. It's awesome. Just giant cathedrals on huge ass legs. It's awesome. And guns everywhere. Now all I can hear is my Templar from Path of Exile, Path of Exile going, go with God. Yeah, beautiful.
What can I do for a timely rescue? The fate awaiting those prisoners was indeed horrible.
He comments on a lot. He's quite a few bits of lines to say. Ah, these people are up here now. Any luck with this lumber mill? It's clear of Chthonic spawn. I'll have men sent over there immediately so it stays that way. Job well done. 100 Black Legion rep, 3 scrap, 12,000 XP. Thank you. I don't think I ever had a chance to properly thank you. You saved us from a terrible fate. How did you get captured? I was out in the Blood Grove with a few others foraging for food when the cultists showed up out of nowhere. They're using these things. They're like giant walking mouths full of teeth as long as my forearm. They sniffed us out. The uncle ones got torn apart on the spot. About eight of us, myself included, were captured, sent to their camps to be harvested. I still have nightmares about those jaws of death. Stay safe. Another day in that cage and I was sure I got mad. We're safe now.
See anything you like?
Let's just go this way. I don't think the merchants will ever have something I want. But I suppose it might be worth checking back every once in a while. Any luck recovering those insignias? Yes, here they are. Thank you. May seem like a small gesture to you, but you've helped honor the Legion's fallen, and we do not forget that. Please, take these iron bits as compensation. It's the least we can do in return. 6,500 XP, 1,500 iron, and 250 Black Legion rep. Thank you. I won't forget what you've done. It may be sentimental, but those brave men and women deserve this small respect. Goodbye. Alright. Oh, new. The lumber mill will go a long way towards making this place more livable. Thank you. Oh. You're here. Those cultists are worse than even the Ritualists. To perform such atrocities upon your own kind is despicable. They will be wiped out. I promise. As you were. Very well. Black Legion, friendly. Now I can actually access the bounty table. Oh wait. That's the homestead bounty table. Do the ooh, and they have the Legion Smith here. So yeah, you have a blacksmith here. Oh, cool. So you can get work done here if you want. And you can even get dynamite made. Oh, and it get made in batches of 3. You need an Aether shard for some reason. Scavenge plating. And searing embers. And you get 3. It costs 5,000, but that's negligible. For some reason, it takes 3 Aether crystals to make a shard. Riftstone. Anyway, let's head back up to where I was, and yeah, let's. Ooh. Yeah, let's continue on from where ooh, Black Legion's already here. Yeah, let's continue on with what I was doing. To be honest, the giant little mouths on legs probably weren't sniffing them out, they was probably tasting them out. You know, the scenting the air. I'm nearly hated with the Ethereals. Halfway through despised with the beasts, only slightly into the despised with Chantix, bit ahead with the Dem, around the same with the Chosen, and in between Dem and beasts with the Undead. Alright. There is ethereal forces up ahead. I know there's ethereals at Fort Icon. I remember that much. So, damn it, my mind is, my brain's going dead, I'm getting that tired. Yeah, I don't think I'll be recording for much longer. But, yeah, I know there's some materials up ahead. So I'll be making a lot of progress on Chantix, but I won't be able to, I might be able to nudge out soon enough into Hated with it, to Hated with the ethereals. Actually, here's the material forces themselves. Ooh, actually, there's further down you can go down there. Let's double back to it. Given that I'm being thorough and all. Saw a cute little video on Twitter while I was slow and getting back to this. There's a little birdie, like there's a little road, and just next to it was like a little stream. It could have just been, well, it's not like a proper stream like this. It was just like a little, there's like a little ditch at the side of the road, and there's just a little stream of water running through it. And just a pigeon sitting in it, just floating along, just merrily. It's adorable. Might have shared that one, I don't know. I tend to actually send a lot of things to myself to show to my mom at some stage. Or, you know, save it as a bookmark on my browser or what have you. I was to retweet everything I thought was cute. My Twitter account would be mostly that. Which, to be honest, wouldn't actually be the worst of things. Wouldn't be the worst of things. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Here, have a pigeon. No, I feel like an old man before my time. Legs are aching. It's the fibro. It's such a pain. Also, I do have to double back to that quarry, don't I? Suppose it's probably best for me to do it when I actually have the quest to go there. The order will send me over there at some stage. Beasts, also known as walking bits of homestead wrap. Yeah, take that table. I thought I'd broken the table with that huge effect. Apparently not. Let's go over here. I thought I heard something. Seemingly no. Just thought I heard spiders or something. Ooh, here's a fair few of these. And some scrap. Nice. I checked, in the last few days I managed to record nearly 30 hours of this. I'm quite happy with that. I've been having a good time. I've been really enjoying this. Haven't been too keen on how thorough I've been with this, but it's actually not been the worst, you know? I'm actually kind of into it. And look, I'm not even done the base game yet, and I'm already level 41. By the time I get all the way up here, goddamn, I'm going to be... Oh god, Christ, I might be level 50. If I can get a legendary off the final boss of the base game, that'll be awesome. Village of Darkvale. Oh, I remember this place. Dark indeed. Remember this place fairly well. And I remember the place after this. I actually remember recording it. Well, more of the place after, you know, the snowy area. Remember that kind of well. Remember taking the piss out of people in it a bit. Ooh, gates clocked. Better rape children. Like, goddamn, guys. At least, you know, wait 5 minutes. Crumbling wall. Oh, I stumbled on... Well, actually, these were kind of tip-off, weren't they? To be honest, I didn't pay much attention, because the moment I was about to acknowledge them, I noticed the wall. Anyway, into here. Ornate strongbox. Hidden spoils. I'm glad I got another ancient plate armor, because I can put that to use. I'll just toss that onto something. They're very, very good. What do they boost again? Physique, armor, and by percentage, and armor absorption. That's very nice. Already have that on my legs. I'll toss it onto this, and I'll get 10 physique, 35 armor, plus 8% armor, plus 8% armor absorption. I will lose a cunning and a spirit, but I think this is all generally a fair trade. So yeah, here's the 2 openings. A lot of secret areas have 2 openings to them. A lot of them, not all, but a fair few do seem to. Trevor's note. Seal binding. 1750 XP. Nice. For weeks, I've been getting the feeling that something bad is coming. A knot in the pit of my stomach that won't go away. And each day it gets a bit worse. I've also noticed a lot more travelers from the captain of Urlan. heading south with all their worldly possessions. I asked a few for news from the north, but no one could give me a clear answer, just an unshakable feeling that something awful was about to happen. How is it that we all share the same dread? No shipment from the capital again. Last week we didn't get the latest deliveries, and now again? No shipment coming in means no shipment going out. Am I supposed to run a store if I don't have supplies to sell? All goods are fine, but I rely on being able to sell things people can't get straight from their neighbours. I'm hearing hushed conversations in the streets. The girl told me she saw some cloaked not cloaked fingers? No, cloaked figures rowing a barrel down to the lake. Now the town drunk is missing. More likely than not, he finally tripped and tumbled over the ravine. But still, there's a strange chill in the air, and everyone seems to be on edge. I'm starting to think that packing up shop and heading south might be the best thing to do. You should have done that quite a while ago. Like, with everyone else. But Balavadar, the Bloodthirsty. Generator. I didn't get a good look on how much XP rep I got for killing him. I assume it was a nice little bit, but still, I wish I got to see. Ah, and this bridge connects to Fort Heron right there. Imagine it being down is probably down to these people. I do find it kind of funny. My guy just big guy there just vomits on enemies and tries to kill them with that. Well, that's one of his two moves. Ooh, Mayor Bridgewater's journal. I'm not one to wish ill on anyone for their beliefs, but I can't say I like this new faith spreading around town of late. With all the frightening rumours coming from the north, religious fanatics stirring up the populace is the last thing we need. Head Saibao says this religion in Catan is not new, but in fact very old. Well, if it's been around for so long, how come I've never heard of it? One of their preachers invited me to sit in and listen on their sermons to spill any ill feelings afterwards matter. Same in not close enough, but the obsession with blood and rejoining with their god in the end of days left me uneasy. Another person has gone missing. Last week it was Tom, who admitted was a drunk and a nuisance to the town, but this week it was Mary Tess, the town's seamstress. Zaria told me that she saw Mary leaving town with a group of refugees, just as Trevor did a few days prior. At least Trevor stopped by my place to say he was leaving, but Mary, she didn't say goodbye or take anything with her. It's all just very strange. As I write this, I'm preparing to meet with the town leaders. As I write this, I'm preparing to meet with the town leaders to work on a way to handle all the travellers passing through Darkvale Gate. Hundreds come through every day now. Thankfully most of them stop, but if this keeps up we'll have a real problem on our hands. Don't know what's going on in the capital, but it has everyone concerned. I doubt Mary's obviously was killed by the cult, but Trevor... I doubt he survived. I bet that none of these people actually made it out from the made it too far without the cults killing them. Julius Crowley, the Mindbender. So I know some of the heroes here are people mentioned in these stories, or at least one is. Oh, I actually missed a house here. I've checked in there. That's where I got the mayor's journal. But there's this here. Can't go down there. They're gone. Dead. Trevor might actually be down in Homestead. Might be one of the merchants down there. But, fair chance he's just dead. There's a one-shot chest somewhere along here. And I will dock back for the Peacekeepers thing. I'm just following this path to its end. Thought they were going to do something sensible and try and run away, but no. I was expecting too much. Okay, they're outside. Delivered. Debilitation. There you go. Quite get my tongue around that. My mouth wanted to make well, I kept trying to say deliberation, not debilitation. It's a bit different. Okay, Peacekeeper Chambers Journal. Our little town is surrounded by forts and soldiers of the Imperium, and yet I have never felt more alone or vulnerable. Every day I see more and more soldiers leaving Fort Howard to head north, while the road through Darkvale is a never-ending stream of refugees heading south. Those fleeing the capital tell horrific tales of people gone mad, people gone crazy, of robbing and looting as madness consumes the head of our nation. One story even describes a mob running down a woman in the street and devouring her alive. Sounds like a horror story, but I'm sure that it's the whole truth. With so many new faces in town, my deputies are taxed with holding the town together. Fighting over scarce goods has become a daily ritual, with several murders in the last 2 weeks, a concept almost entirely strange to our little village. 3 more people have vanished over the last week. At first we didn't pay much heed, while with the coming and going of folk on the counter-refugee situation. But with these 3, it now makes it a total of 6 that gone missing since Tom was not a soul aware of where they'd gone to. Whatever is stirring in the capital must be making its way here as well. Someone seemed red that you can't quite pinpoint, but you can see it in the faces of those traveling south. Fear, desperation, fear, it's all around us now, and it's taken root in Darkvale. The mayor has expressed similar concerns, particularly around the strange new religion that's attracting followers recently. Could they be behind the recent disappearances? Plot twist. Ooh, treasure trove. Open it. I'm surprised we didn't go off the mountain. Okay, an ancient heart. Relic terror. It's in a transcended relic. Visions of terror and horrors from the dark places of the world. 1 to 15 chaos damage. 35 plus 35% chaos damage. plus 26 Spirit increases energy regen by 12%, 33% chance of 12 damage reduction retaliation for 3 seconds. Terror. Instill sheer terror into the hearts of your enemies, eating away at them from within. 97 energy cost, 4-second skill recharge, 1-second duration, 3-meter radius. 1536 to 3104 chaos damage, 70% chance to terrify target for 2.5 to 4 seconds, and 15% reduced target's resistances for 3 seconds. Unholy Inscription and a Cultist Letterbound Book of the Void. It's still funny to me that you just TNT'd a random tank. If I remember correctly. Yep. Zarya was in on it. Everything is proceeding as the Blood Lord had intended. My year-long employment as town's apothecary has earned me the people's trust, and I am now in the perfect position to spread our cause. For those who refuse to listen to reason, who refuse to embrace the truth that is Catan, my position as healer has made it easy to take life without arousing suspicion. A little powder from the Asterkern Nightshade root mixed in with a prescription will put anyone to sleep for hours. After a simple matter of retrieving the center and perform the required observances. With each person we return to Catan, I carve his sigil in their flesh. For me, it is the most important step in the early stage of the draining ritual. The blood drains quickly from the slit across the carotid artery and drains into the specially prepared oak casks that the carpenter, not blessed by the blood lord with this task, prepares for me. Not as nice as the glass vessels we've been preparing, but much easier to hide suspicion. The body stored in a second barrel weighed down with stones, then sunk to the bottom of the lake. Nearly every death over the last year has added to our tribute, with no suspicion falling upon us. But now, with the servants of the false gods arriving at the capital and spreading havoc across the empire. But now, with the servants of the false gods arriving at the capital and spreading havoc across the empire, our time has finally arrived to reveal ourselves from the shadows and usher humanity into the end times. All shall receive the gift of reunification. Zarya, Apothecary of Darkvale. It's nice of her to sign it like that. You know, just to keep track of who she was and all that. Dead. Bathhouse. Yeah, I'm not getting battered in here. The process of collecting blood was so slow it was driving me crazy, so I set up a 2-tank system that rigged the public bathhouse plumbing with a drain switch. Now we can drain the water from the tubs back into the water tank. But when I flip the switch, the drain will go into the second tank, where the blood can then be stored. However, the pulley system with hooks was the crowning accomplishment. It hides out of sight when not in use, but when we're ready for sacrifices. Zarya has provided me with Nightshade root to dissolve with the bath salts, combined with the hot water to lull our guests to sleep. Then we drain the water, perform the rites, flip the switch, and collect the offerings without spilling a single drop. It took some effort, but I am proud of what I set up. First step to mass collections and will speed up the process. Cannot wait to tell the others. Howard Feldrin, Darkvale Carpenter. So yeah, I think a few of the names that you see here are heroes you can come up against. Beautiful. Go here, and boom. So whenever I 20% chance. No. Okay, with it on Primal Strike, it's a 68% chance, whenever I do it, that it will summon in a Eldritch Hound to fight at my side. Now I got 10 of this. I only need 6, so I can... I can knock off this and these, and I can keep this. Yeah, knock off these 5 points, and then I can put those 5 points into something else. Well, it would mean I'll lose the poison and the cunning, the spirit, which is nice. I have greater aspirations. Oh, here's Zarya the Carver. Bloodsworn, human. Beautiful. Zarya's journal, page 2. I've been informed by messengers of the Blood Lord that the preparations for the resurrection at the necropolis has begun. Have begun. Our time to seize the town is now. The sheriff and his peacekeepers will be dealt with first. With them gone, the remaining citizens will fall in line with our doctrines or be harvested for the ritual. I've already dispatched my loyal bloodsworn to barricade the Darkvale gates, trapping refugees inside. They will all feel the ritual in due time. Once news of this reaches the Black Legion, we will have to prepare for a counter-assault. I'll personally see to converting the frightened and misguided who remain in Darkvale. Do not join our cause, then they can dance at the end of a rope and be drained as encouragement to those who have yet to choose. They must all learn that there is no place safer than under the guidance of the Bloodlord. Must come to understand that there is no peace to be found in the lands to the south. Only in the warm embrace of Catan will we truly be where we belong. Zarya the Carver. Ooh, this is creepy. The world is filled with heathens and heretics, and so by the grace of the Luminari, it shall be purged of this damnation. So I guess it's a Inquisitor helm. Doesn't do too much for me. Just check, make him paranoid. Yeah, you can hear the game just fine. You can hear the game just fine. You can hear me, and I am actually recording. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Yeah, all's good. All's good. You think they'll be putting up guards there in case, Ethereals come through that rift, Because Ethereals can't just come through any rift. Also, I missed the chest. Wait, I can't go back out.